Hello, all my dear students. My name is Ajay Gulati. I am your friend and mentor for the mathematics portion that is we call as quantitative aptitude. I welcome you to Shri Jain's Rank Zone classes. Dear students, we have been studying the chapter linear equations from the previous class, and today I'll try to wind this up. So be very attentive and take note of one thing that you have to practice these questions by writing, otherwise you won't be able to do them in the exam in limited time and restricted time. So please make sure you practice each and everything whatever I teach you. So fine, let's start with the chapter. Let's start with the second class. This is the second class for your linear equation in two variables, your chapter. Okay, so let's start with it. Let's take a very good question. Weight of a bucket when filled fully with water is 17 kg. If the weight of the bucket when half filled with water is 13.5 kg, what is the weight of the empty bucket? See, student, the total weight of a bucket is what? First, we will have to understand, first, we will have to keep in mind what is the total weight of the bucket. Let's say this is an aluminium bucket, okay? So that is weight of metal plus weight of water. Weight of metal plus weight of water. Okay, dear students, now what are we given? Full bucket. Okay, let's say weight of water is W and weight of metal is M. Full bucket means metal plus full water. Okay, what half bucket means? Half bucket means metal plus half water. Okay, total weight of the bucket, I will have to keep it over here. Total weight of the bucket, fine. Full bucket, metal plus water, metal plus half water. So this will give me what? Now it is given to me 17 kg. This is given to me as 13 point. What is the weight of the empty bucket? I have to find the weight of the empty bucket. See, let's say this is equation A, this is equation B. What I do, I need to find the weight M. What I do B, equation B into 2 will give me what? 2M plus W is equal to 27 kg. 2M plus W is equal to 27 kg. So now what will happen, dear students? What I do, this is equation C. If I do equation C minus equation A, what will I get? 2M minus M plus W minus W is equal to 27 minus 17 kg. Okay, dear students, so this implies M is equal to 10 kg. A very nice question and very easily solved. Fine, dear students, let's take the next one. In a farm, there are cows and hens. If heads are counted, they are 180. If legs are counted, they are 420. The number of cows and hens is, let's assume, let the number of cows be, let the number of cows be C, and the number of hens, and the number of hens be H. Now, according to question, hens plus cows, number of heads. Number of heads means number of animal. Okay, hens plus cows is how much? Hens plus cow is 180. Each animal has one head. Okay, we are given a number of heads. Number of heads is equal to 180. Again, if heads are counted, they are 180. If legs are counted, they are 420. See, a hen has two legs, a cow has four legs. This is equal to 420. Okay, let's say this is equation A, this is equation A, this is equation B. What I do 2 into equation A will give me what? 2 into equation A will give me 2 hen plus 2 cow gives 360. Let's say this is equation C. Okay, now what I do is equation B minus C. Equation B minus equation C is equal to what? Equation B minus C will be what? C. 2 hen minus 2 hen, 0 hen. 4C minus 2C. 2C is equal to, let me write it in detail. 4C minus 2C is equal to 420 minus 360, or 2C is equal to 60. This implies C is equal to 30. So the number of cows are, therefore the number of cows are how many? The number of cows are 30. This is your answer. Clear, dear students? Let's take the next one. Find three consecutive numbers that are twice the first, three times the second, and four times the third together make 191. Let's assume three consecutive numbers as a minus 1, a, a plus 1. Okay, these are the three numbers. Three, then subtract twice the first. Now, according to question, twice the first, three times the second, plus four times the third. This is A. Okay, dear students, everywhere it is A. Together make 191. This is an equation, linear equation. So you have 2A minus 2 plus 3A plus 4A plus 4 is equal to 191. 2A, 3A and 4A add up to give you what? 2A, 3A, 4A, 9A. This is minus 2 plus 4, that is plus 2, is equal to 191. So far clear? Or I can say 9A is equal to 191 minus 2. 9A is equal to 191. Therefore, A is equal to 189 divided by 9, or A is equal to, A comes out to be, A is the middle number, that comes out to be 21. So the three numbers are, therefore the three numbers are A minus 1, A and A plus 1, that is 21, 19, 22. Okay, this is your answer. Excuse me. See, if doubling a number and adding 20 to the number gives the same number. First of all, let's assume the number to be n. Now, according to question, what is given to us? If doubling a number to n, okay, and adding 20 to the number to the result gives the same answer as multiplying the number by 8 and taking away 4 from the product. This is given. So easy. What you can say, this is 20 plus 4 is equal to 8n minus 2n. 24 is equal to 6n, or n is equal to 24 divided by 6, that is n is equal to 4. Therefore the number is 4. 380 mangoes are distributed among boys and girls who are 85 in number. Each boy gets 4 mangoes and each girl gets 5. The number of boys is, let the number of boys be B and the number of girls be G. Now, according to question, boys plus girls is equal to how much? 85. And each boy gets 4 mangoes and each girl gets 5. And see, this is equation 1. 4b plus 5g is equal to total number of mangoes. This is 380. This is equation 2. What I do in order to use the elimination method, what I do 4 into 1. This will give me what? 4 into 1 will give me 4b plus 4g. 85 into 4 will give me 320 plus 20, that is 340. This is equation 3. The number of boys is okay, fine. See, first of all, what do I get? Rather, I should multiply this by 5. In one line, I'll get the answer. Look, 5 boys plus 5 girls, 85 into 5 will be 425. Now, what I need to do? I need the number of boys. 3 minus 2 will give me what? 3 minus 2 will give me 5 boys minus boys is equal to 425 minus 380. So, the number of boys comes out to be 45. Option 4 is your answer. Next question is, the product of two numbers is 24 times the difference of these two numbers. First of all, let the two numbers be x and y. Now, the product of two numbers xy is equal to 24 times the difference of the two numbers x and y. Fine. The sum of these numbers is 14. This is one thing. Uh, just a sec. According to question, what happens is x plus y is equal to 14. This is first thing. Second, now the next is the product of two numbers is 24 times the difference of these two numbers. Let me solve it separately. Let's say this is first. The product of two numbers xy is equal to 24 times the difference of two numbers. Like this, okay. So how to solve this sort of equation? Mm, let's assume the value. Fine. From here I can say, oh, what is x? X is equal to 14. The larger number is okay. X is equal to 14 minus y. Now let's put 14 minus y. This is equation first. Fine. Putting value of x from first. 14 minus y into y is equal to 24. X is 14 minus y minus y. This implies 14y minus y square is equal to 24 into 14. What will be 24 into 14? 20 into 14 is 280. 4 into 14, 56. 280 and 56, 336. 336 minus 48y. Okay. So now this has become a quadratic equation. How will we solve it? This employs, I think I take everything over this side. 24 into 2. Okay. This becomes, on this side I leave 0. This is positive y square. 14y comes over here and become negative, that is minus 62y is equal to 336. Sorry, plus 336 is equal to 0. Y square minus 62y plus 336 is equal to 0. Okay, now I think this is 56 into 6. 56 into 6. So let's break it like y square minus 56y minus 6y plus 336 is equal to 0. From here, if I take y minus 6, I take y common. Then I take minus 6 common, y minus 56 is equal to 0. Again, what do I get? Here I get y minus 56 into y minus 6 is equal to 0, or y is equal to 56 and y is equal to 6, like this. See, y minus 56 is equal to 0 or y minus 6 is equal to 0. This implies y is equal to 56 or y is equal to 6. Fine. Now x plus y is 14. Therefore x is equal to 14 minus y, or 14, I'm sorry, very limited space. Y is equal to 14 minus 8. I hope this portion is visible. Oh, it's not visible. Just give me a second. Let me, for the timing, just for one small moment, let me remove this. 14 minus 8 or 6. Okay. 14 minus 6, that will be 8. So this is your answer. Option 2, the larger number. We were asked the larger number. Okay. Clear, dear students. Let's take the next one. A man has some hen and cows. If the number of heads is to number of feet is 12 is to 35. Okay. Number, let's say heads is to feet is 12 is to 35. Find out the number of hens if the number of heads alone is 48. Okay. See, we are given this heads like this is the ratio, but this is also given to us as, let's say this is 48, then I can say this is f. Okay. So like 4 times, so f will come out to be 35 into 48, or f comes out to be 35 into 180. Number of feet is 180. Now hen plus cows, this is equal to how much? Number of heads is given 48. A hen has two legs. This is heads. This is heads and this is legs. 2 heads plus 4. See, a cow has 4 legs is 180. Let's say this is equation first. This is equation second. What I do, equation 2 minus double of equation 1. This will give me what? This will give me 2h minus 2h 0. 4c minus 2c. 2c is equal to 180 minus 96. This implies 2c is equal to 84. Find out the number of hens. Okay. C comes out to be 42. If I'm not doing any mistake, let me just check. Hens plus cows 48. Feet are how many? 180. 35. Oh my goodness, I did a mistake. My dear student, this is 140. I multiplied 45 by 4. It's totally my fault. 140. 140. This is 44. This will be 22. So hence will be 48 minus C. That means 26. Number of hens is equal to 48 minus 22 or 26. Yes, this is visible. Okay, dear students. Let's move to the next one. 252 meter of pant cloth and 141 meter of shirt cloth are available in a cloth store. To stitch one pant and one shirt, 2.5 meter and 135 meter of cloth are needed respectively. Then the approximate number of pants and shirts that can be made out of it are, see, first of all, number of pants that can be made. How many pants can be made? See, total pant cloth is 252 and required for one is 2.5. This can be written as 252 divided by 5 by 2. This 2 comes over here, so this becomes 504 divided by 5 or 100.4. That will be 100.4 shirts does not mean anything. Okay, dear students, 100.8 shirts does not, 100.8 pants mean nothing. It means 100 pants only. This is pants. Okay. Now let me talk about number of shirts. That will be 141 divided by 13 by 4. That is upon 7 by 4. Or I can say 141 into 4 by 7. That is equal to 564 upon 7. That is 80.728 pants, shirts, or 80 shirts is the answer. Or 80 shirts. So what do we have? We have 100 shirts, 100 pants, and 80 shirts as our answer. Okay, dear students. Clear? Option 2 is your answer. A and B together have 3 times what B and C have. Clearly, as per the question, A plus B is equal to thrice of B plus C. While A, B, C together have 30 rupees more than that of A, okay, if B has 5 times that of C, then A has. One thing is more is given. B is equal to 5 times C. So let's start with here. B is equal to 5 times C. Fine. Putting this value, A plus 5C is equal to 3B plus 5C. This is wrong. 5C plus C, that is A plus 5C. A plus 5C is equal to 3 into 6C. A and B together have together 3 times what B and C have. Okay, 3B plus C. Last is A. If B has 5 times that of C, if I put replace B by 5C. Okay, so I get A plus 5C is equal to 3 into 5C plus C. A plus 5C is equal to 18C, or A is equal to 13C. A is equal to 13C. Clear? Now, while A, B, C together have 30 rupees more than that of A, what it is given, A plus B plus C is equal to A plus oh, A plus 30 rupees. From here you got A is equal to 13 C. Now let's put everything in terms of C. First of all, I can say B plus C is equal to 30. A and A cancel. 5C plus C is equal to 30. 6C is equal to 30. This implies C is equal to 5. Okay. How much has A? A has 13C. We know A is equal to 13C, or A is equal to 13 into 5. That is A is equal to 65. This is your answer. Next one. In an exam, the sum of the scores of A and B is 120. That of B and C is 130. That of C and A 140. Then the score of C is, so it's very easy method. Add all of them. 1, 2, 3. 1 plus 2 plus 3 is what? Double of A plus B plus C. That will be directly average of all these. See, that will be 120, 130, 140 will be 390. A plus B plus C will be how much? 195. Okay, 195. Now, what is A plus B? A plus B is 120 plus C is equal to 195. C is equal to 195 minus 120. C will be how much? 75. That is your answer. Option number 2 is your answer. You can have a look over it if you want. The next one we have is C. We have two positive whole numbers are such that the sum of the first and twice the second number is 8. Let the first number is F, second number is, assume first number as F and second number as Y. S. Okay. First number and twice the second number is 8. Now, according to question, F plus 2S is equal to 8 and F minus S is equal to 2. The numbers are, see, first of all, the difference between the numbers is 2. Okay. This will be a comma. Okay. If I add both of these, what do I get? I get 2F is equal to 10. This is first, this is second, first plus second. Okay. So therefore, F is equal to 5. F minus S is equal to 2. 5 minus S is equal to 2. This implies S is equal to 3. So the second number is 3. First comma second is equal to 5 comma 3. The numbers are 3 and 5 like this. Okay. Option 4 is your answer. Of the three numbers, the sum of first two is 55, sum of the second and third is 65, sum of the third with thrice of the first is 110, the third number is C. What you are given? A plus B, 55, B plus C, 65, sum of the third with thrice of the first, that is 3A plus C is 110. The third number is, you have to find out the third number, that is C. Okay. See, let's start putting the values. From here, what do you get? B is equal to 55 minus A. So I put 55 minus A plus C is equal to 65. Or I can say, or I can say C minus A is equal to 65 minus 55, that is 10. C minus A is equal to 10. Then the sum of the third with thrice the first is 110. Let's say this is equation 1, this is equation 2, this is equation 3. What do? I do 3 minus 2. C minus C 0 plus 2A is equal to 100 or A is equal to 50. Here, now C minus A is equal to 10. That is C minus A is what? 50. And therefore C is equal to 60. So soon this is your answer, and I'll say options are wrong. The options are wrong. Okay. Should I proceed ahead? Let's take the next one. The sum of three numbers is 252. First number is thrice the second, and third number is two-thirds of the first, then the second number is C. A plus B plus C is equal to 252. If the first number is thrice the second and the third number is two-thirds of the first, see, every number is given in terms of first number. So what I can say, this is A plus first number is thrice the second. It means B is equal to A by 3. And the third number is two-thirds of the first number. C is equal to 2 by 3A plus 2 by third of A. This is equal to 250. From here I can say 3A plus A plus 2A by 3 is equal to 252. Clear? This employs 7A is equal to 252 into 3. A is equal to 252 with when cancelled by 7 will give me 36 into 3. So the A is 36 into 3. B is equal to what? B is equal to, then the second number is, showing a small mistake. This is 6A, okay? 6A, 6A. So that will give me 252 with, when cancelled with 6 will give me what? I will tell you a very easy method also, students, for this question. Just give me a small second. I will tell you a verbal method for this. We have 252 into 3. See, 252 when divided by 6 will give me 43 into 3, or this will be 42. So A is equal to 42 into 3. Let it be like this only. B is equal to what? B is equal to A by 3. That is B is equal to 42 into 3 by 3, or B is equal to 42, option C. This is one way. The other way is better actually, option C. Okay, the other way is, think about it. See, the three numbers are like A, B, C. This number is A. The second number is one third B, one third A. The third number is two third A. So two third A and one third A will combine together to give me one more A. So this is A, the other is A. So total is 2A. If total 2A, if I can say this total 2A is, look, if 2A is equal to 252, A is what? Half of 252. B is what? B is equal to A by 3 means B is equal to what? 252 by 2 into 3. So that way, this implies I can say B is equal to 252 by 6, or that is equal to 42. Very easily done. Clear to you, all of you, my dear students? Let's take the next one. The sum of three numbers is 2. A plus B plus C is equal to 2. The first number is half times the second number, and the third number is one fourth of the second number. So let's talk of everything in terms of B. The first number is half times the second number. So let it be B by 2. Third number is one fourth times the second number. C is 1 by 4. This is given to you as 2. The second number is you have to find B. Nothing. It's easy. You take 4 as LCM. Here you try 2B plus 4B plus B is equal to 2, or 7B by 4 is equal to 2. This implies B is equal to 8 by 7. Option B is your answer. Okay. The greater the two numbers whose product is 900. Let's say x into y is equal to 900. Sum exceeds their difference by 30. Look, x plus y sum minus difference is equal to 30. What does the word sum minus difference means? It means 2x is equal to 30, or x plus y minus x minus y, that will give you 2y is equal to 30, or y comes out to be 15, but y will be the smaller number. Xy is equal to 900. Y will be what? X will be what? 900. 900 by y, that is 15. Therefore, x is equal to 60. Option A. Next question is, the sum of three positive numbers is 18 and their product is 162. A, B, C is 162. If the sum of two numbers is equal to third, then the sum of the squares of the numbers is C. Given to us that this is C, C plus C is equal to 18. Okay, this gives me 2C is equal to 18, C is equal to 9. Again, A, B, C is equal to 162. A, B into 9 is equal to 162. That means A into B is 18. Then the sum of the squares of the numbers is, this is genuinely a good question. You will like it. You need to find the sum of squares of the numbers. Look, what is A? You are given A plus B is equal to C. That is A plus B. A plus B is equal to C is equal to 9. Okay. Now A plus B plus C whole square. This is what you require. This will be what? A square plus the sum A square plus B square plus C square plus double of AB plus BC plus CA. This is like this. You require this value. Therefore, A square plus B square plus C square will be what? A plus B plus C square minus twice of what is the value of AB? The value of AB is 18 plus C into B plus A, then bracket close. This gives me what? This gives me A plus B plus C square. A plus B plus C is 18. 18 square minus 2 into 18 plus C. The value of C is 9. The value of B and A combined together is 9. 324 minus 2 into 18 plus 81, that is 99. Okay, minus 198, 126 is your answer. A square plus B square plus C square. This gives you one as this as your answer. Okay, dear students. Clear? There is one more way. You got AB as 18. You also got A plus B as 9. That means A is equal to 6, B is equal to 3, C is equal to 9. What will be A square plus B square plus C square? 81. That will be 90 plus 36 or 126. This is your answer. 21 times of a positive number is less than its square by 100. Means if you add 100 to this, you will get the square of the number. Okay, 21 times. See, what does it mean? It actually means n square minus 21 n is equal to 100. Among the options, can you figure out clearly n is equal to 25 satisfies the above equation? How come 25 square minus 21 into? You can easily check. You take 25 common, you get 25 minus 21. 25 into 4 is equal to 100 satisfied. Okay. Therefore, option A is the answer. Okay, dear students. Let's take the next one. Very good question. See, the product of two numbers x, y, let's say are the numbers is equal to 48. Let the two numbers be x and y. Now, if one number is equal to the number of wings of a bird, how many wings of a bird are there? Let's say x is equal to 2. There are two wings of a bird plus 2 times the number of fingers on your hand plus 2 times the number of fingers on your hand plus 2 the numbers of finger on your hand. One hand has 5 fingers, okay? And divided by the number of wheels of a tricycle. The number of wheels of a tricycle is 3. So x is equal to 12 upon 3, x is equal to 4, y is equal to 12. And the other number is, so y will be what? 48 by x, that is y is equal to 48 by 4 or 12. Nattu and Bachku each have certain number of oranges. Nattu says to Bachku, if you give me 10 of your oranges, I will have twice the number of oranges left with you. Let's say Natku has n oranges, but Bachku has b oranges. Nattu says to Bachku, this is Nattu, this is Bachku. Nattu, if you give me 10 oranges, if Battu gives 10 oranges, so Battu will have 10 oranges less, Nattu will have 10 oranges more. I will have twice the amount of oranges left with you. That is twice of b minus 10. Okay, n plus 10 is equal to 2b minus 20. That is, I can say 2b minus n. This n comes over here, this 20 comes over here, 30. 2b minus n is equal to 30. Next thing, but 2 replies, if you give me 10 of your oranges, this is Batti, this is Nattu. If he gives 10, he will get 10 more. So that way, b minus n will be what? Minus 20. I write b minus n as minus 20. This is the second equation. This is the first equation. Now, first minus second will give me what? B is equal to 50. What is the number of oranges in Nattu and Bachku respectively? Bachchu has 50, okay. Now B minus N is equal to minus 20 means 50 minus N is equal to minus 20, or 50 plus 20 is equal to N. This employs N is equal to 70. Okay, dear students, clear to all of you? Fine, let's move ahead. Let's say two baskets are A and B. Two baskets together have 640 oranges. If one fifth of the orange in the first basket to be taken to the second basket, then both will have same oranges. Okay. A minus 1 by 5A is equal to b plus 1 by 5a. Then both will have the same oranges. The number of oranges in the first basket is. So what does it mean? It means a is equal to b plus 2 by 5a, or a minus, let me write this like this: a minus 1 by 5a, again minus 1 by 5a is equal to b, or I can say b is equal to 3 by 5a. Okay, I put these values over here. A plus 3 by 5a is equal to 640. Now 8 by 5a is equal to 640, or a is equal to 80 into 5. This implies a is equal to 400 is your answer. See students, how many total oranges are there? 640. Can this option be your answer? No. Secondly, this option can also be not your answer. Why? You A is more than B. If A is more than B, na, so it means A will be more than 320, more than half of the number. Okay. So fine, dear students, we have done enough number of questions today, and with that, I will take your leave with the hope that you will practice all these questions yourself, and with the hope that you realize how important this time is for you, and you won't let your time go wasted. Students, please be very focused towards your studies. This time once gone, now it won't ever come back again. This is very precious time for you. Please practice so much that you beat the hell out of the competition. You beat all the students behind you. Okay, dear students. Bye bye. Take care. All the best.